I was getting some good watch hours too. I was getting really good watch hours on that. God damn it. Whoa. Come on, YouTube. Kick some people over this way. Begging you. Begging you to kick some people over this way. Alright, I don't know why it buffered and then wouldn't come back. I had to restart the live stream to get it to come back. I don't know what the hell the deal was with that. But usually when I go through that little section and it buffers, it buffers for like 20 seconds and comes back. I don't know if it's because there was, because it's kind of stormy out here and the storm's screwing with everything or what, but it pisses me off that it freaking buffered and buffered and buffered and didn't come back. So, anyway, thanks for coming back in, whoever's here. We're like 8 or 9 miles from home now, so it's been a long drive. It's been a long day. 14 hours today of fishing, and I am done. My feet got wet like the first hour I was out there, so they feel like just, my feet feel gross from being wet all day. And then my back and my legs are like done from being on the cliffs and climbing up and down that shit, getting all my gear up and down the cliff. That was ridiculous. That was actually ridiculous. I don't know what the hell I was thinking climbing down the cliffs with all my gear, but that was completely stupid. So I just passed a highway patrol hiding in the median over there. Thank God I'm doing the speed limit, because that would have been stupid. Get a ticket out here for, I usually come through here at like 85, 90. And I'm just, it's kind of windy, it's kind of stormy. Like, you guys will notice that I look like I'm drunk driving, but it's the wind blowing me around. So I'm just kind of doing the speed limit because of the weather right now, and luckily I am, because that cop was sitting there just waiting to give somebody a ticket. So I got lucky on that one. But we got 3 of you guys watching. Greatly appreciate it. There's a dude off-roading down there. Nice. Greatly appreciate you guys watching the boring ass drive home. Hopefully you're subscribed to the channel so you can keep an eye out for all the stuff we got coming up. We're gonna, like I've been saying, we got a lot of stuff gonna happen on this channel once the weather starts getting cooler out here. It's been over 100 degrees every day for the last month. So getting out in the desert and all that, it's just been ridiculous. Can't do it. But come mid-October, we're going to be taking you guys to some spots that nobody knows when they come to visit San Diego. We're going to hit some of the San Diego that we have, and we're going to see places that even locals don't know about. So, oh man, my throat is just My throat is sore. Like my vocal cords hurt from all the talking I've done the last couple days. We're at 28 in the last 2-3 days. Well, 3 days. We went Monday, we took Tuesday off, and we went back out today. And we were out like 14 hours each day. And being live for that long takes a toll on your voice. So, for another second. If it does, it should come right back. Now, I said that last time, and it buffered and never came back, but we're, I don't know, I think it might have been the weather. Because it's kind of storming out here. It's not raining that bad right here, but you can see there's a little bit of raindrops on the windshield. When I went through that area where it buffered and then wouldn't come back, it was freaking pouring cats and dogs for a minute there, which is kind of rare out here. You know, we're in the high desert outside San Diego, so we don't get a lot of rain out here, but it was dumping for a minute there. I'm thinking that's probably why the stream wouldn't come back after that little buffer zone, is because of the weather. So, but we're almost home, thank God. I am so exhausted, you guys. It's been such a long day. I don't know how Want to See My Rod does it, man. He does these 14 and 15-hour streams on a regular basis. I don't know how he does it, man. It's brutal. So we are, I will tell you exactly how far. We are 70 miles east of San Diego. So we're heading home. We've been down to the beach all day fishing. And we're going to take tomorrow off from the fishing, but there's 6 of you watching. I appreciate you guys being here. I know you're just watching me drive, which is kind of boring, but normally we do a lot of hunting, a lot of fishing, a lot of off-roading, and all kinds of cool stuff on this channel. We're going to be doing a lot of stuff out in the desert this year. We're going to be going to some places that even local San Diegans don't know about. We're going to be showing you guys some really beautiful stuff. We'll be in the Jeep. We'll be doing some stuff on the dirt bike. So it's going to be a fun fall for this channel. And then we're once we hit our 2,500 subscribers, that we're going to do another giveaway for the 2,500. We did the 1,000 subscriber giveaway last week, and it was badass. So check this out, guys. I'm going to go slow when I turn this corner. This gas station right here, it's $6 a gallon. But look at the top of the gas pumps. Let me... Oh, that didn't help. Up on top of the gas pump here, they got a freaking helicopter. Who puts a freaking helicopter on top of the gas station? Hey, DWC. What's up, bud? Good to see you. It's been a while. I'm heading home. I've been fishing since like 10 o'clock this morning. I went down to the cliffs, fishing the ocean. Spent all day freaking losing gear and getting caught up in the kelp and the rocks, and ended up catching a shark. That's all I got was the shark. And then my battery started dying. So I ended the live stream, and I told myself I was going to have a cigarette and then pack it all up And 2 minutes after I ended the live stream, I lit up my cigarette, and I was kind of putting away all my little stuff, getting it all back in the tackle bag and putting it all in my little fishing cart so I could just pull my rods out of the water and leave. And right when I went to light my smoke, my big rod got absolutely annihilated by something. Whatever it was picked up that bait and started running like it was running a marathon. I cranked my drag all the way down, 50 pounds of drag on that reel, and whatever it was still pulling drag. So I fought whatever it was for, I never saw it. I fought it for a good 25 minutes, and I'm using a rod that's rated for 200-pound line, and that rod was bent. I mean, it was freaking bent. And I fought that fish, whatever kind of fish it was, I don't know. But he ended up taking me, there's a bunch of boats moored up in the bay, and he ended up running around one of the mooring buoys and freaking breaking me off. I was so freaking mad because I've been trying to get lately, I'm on the hunt for a big leopard shark. And I got a couple small ones the other day. I got one horned shark tonight. But I want a big 5-6 foot leopard shark, which a 5 or 6 foot shark doesn't sound big, but leopard sharks only get like 7 to 8 feet maximum. And I want one at least 5 foot, because a 5 foot leopard shark is a big leopard shark as they go. So I'm really on the hunt for one. I've been looking for the record bass. But the water temperature is almost 90 degrees at the lake right now, and they dropped almost 15 feet of water out of the lake. So the bass fishing has been shit. So I've been doing a lot of saltwater fishing lately from the shore. My boat's not quite big enough to get out offshore and into the kelp beds, so I'm not gonna chance it. I mean, I do a lot of stupid shit, and you know, if you guys watch some of my videos, you'll realize I do a lot of stupid shit that, you know, you really shouldn't do. Like today, I carried all my fishing gear down the fucking cliff, which was stupid. I did not think that one through, because getting back up those cliffs was brutal. But one thing I will not do is take my bass boat out in the ocean. Yeah, dude, that was, you know, so what happened was my battery died on my boat. Something in the electrical system was draining the battery, and I don't know what it was. I got to rewire the boat, because I'm not going to trace everything. I'm just going to freaking rewire the entire boat. But something sucked all the juice out of my battery. So I ended up having another fisherman I was lucky. He had an emergency jumper, and he was able to jump start my boat. And I got going, everything was good. And then I ran over a rope in the lake, and it got sucked into the prop on the boat. And I ended up having to be towed back to the dock. So I haven't even looked at the boat since I got home. I'm so pissed off that somebody left a rope floating in the lake, and I sucked it up and screwed up my boat, that I haven't even looked at it. I'll probably do that tomorrow. I got to take the prop off and check the prop shaft to make sure everything's good. So I did turn it over. I turned the key just to see if it would turn over, and it did turn over, even though, you know, the battery's pretty much dead, but the motor did turn over, which tells me that we should be good. So, but I need to take the prop off and make sure nothing's bent or broken or whatever. So hopefully everything's good, but Yeah, the battery recharged a little. There's just something in the wiring that's either shorted out or whatever. The guy I bought the boat from, the first thing he said to me when I got to his house to look at the boat, didn't even introduce himself, didn't tell me his name, nothing. First thing he said when I knocked on his door was, "Hey, I don't know a damn thing about boats." So I railed him on the price. He wanted $6,000. I talked him down to $2,800 because he told me he didn't know anything about boats. So, but he tried to redo a bunch of stuff on it, and he really fucked it up. So I think he's got something in the wiring all screwed up. Because a couple of the gauges don't work, like the fuel gauge doesn't work. The speedometer doesn't work. He had some of the wires crossed for the navigation lights, so they didn't work. I got those figured out. But I'm just going to go through and rewire the whole damn boat. I got the wire to do it. I got the time to do it. Speaking of the boat, there she is right there. Parked exactly where I left it when I ran over a rope. All right. I need to actually move the boat so I can park better, because we got too many damn cars for the little bit of parking we have here. But the boat's been sitting there since I killed it. Oh, my power steering's going out on my truck. Oh my God. All right. I think I'm here. Oh. My power steering's going out, and it's like super hard to freaking turn this truck. And I came in at the total wrong angle and I want to freaking pull all the way through and back up, but actually I'm going to move the dumpster real quick. Hold on, guys. I'm going to move the dumpster so I can pull forward and get closer to the boat. All right. Thank God they just emptied that thing the other day. Sucks. We don't have regular trash service out here. Everything's dumpsters. And I'll tell you what, dumpster service is not cheap. My old house, where we had just the regular trash service, we were paying $70 every 2 months. Out here, because we live so freaking far out in the middle of nowhere, I'm paying $130 a month for a dumpster. So we are 75 miles from the beach. I reset my mileage when I left the beach, so. Oh man, what a freaking day. 14 hours of fishing. And I better turn Metallica down so they don't copyright me. Hopefully they didn't hear that. So 14 hours today of fishing. Monday we did 14 hours. Tomorrow I'm doing absolutely nothing. I don't even know if I'll get out of my pajamas tomorrow. So it's gonna be tomorrow's gonna be a long day. I'm gonna be hurting. Standing on those cliffs in the tide pools basically all day, it really takes a toll on you. You know, you think, oh, it's not going to be nice and easy and smooth to just hang out down here by the beach, but that terrain down there was freaking brutal. My calves and my freaking thighs feel like I ran a freaking marathon today. And then I got soaking wet like the first hour I was there. I went to cast. So if you look at the live I did this morning from where I was fishing at this morning, um, I was on the cliffs, Sunset Cliffs here in San Diego, and there's a couple of points off of the cliffs that go down almost to water level. And the reason I picked the one that I picked is because it's a pretty long point that comes off, and it's only a couple feet above the actual ocean, you know. So I went down there, and it was like the second or third cast I had made. Right as I cast and my bait hit the water, a big old freaking wave came up and broke over that little point. And I don't know how it didn't knock me on my ass right there, because they're the tide pools right there. So they're kind of slick with all the like vegetation and stuff. It's almost like moss that grows right there. And that thing soaked me, like I was soaking wet from the waist down. My feet and my shoes are still wet. My socks are like still soaking wet. When I was walking back to the truck tonight, my shoes were like still squishing as I walked. But it was a cool day. It was a pretty cool day. So we ended up catching a shark, which was cool. Didn't get the giant leopard shark that I wanted, but I'll go back and get him. So my feet hurt, my back hurts. I'm freaking wrung out, tired. I put in 28 hours in the last 3 days fishing. So that's a long time to fish for, in 3 days. So I'm going to take tomorrow off. I'll eat certain sharks. I wouldn't eat the leopard sharks, and I wouldn't eat the horn shark that I caught. But, like thresher and mako or whatever, I'll eat one of those. Highly doubt I would catch one of those off the cliffs. And even if I did, I don't know how the hell I'd land it. That would be brutal. So, but you never know. You might, I might get one off the cliffs. I might not. I'm definitely not going back to that spot that I was at this morning, though, because it was extremely unproductive. I lost like 6 hooks, 6 weights, bunch of leader line. It was brutal. And getting up and down that cliff right there was just a pain in the ass. So, really wasn't easy to do. So next time, I don't know where I'm going to go next when I go down there. I'd love to get out to the kelp beds, but my boat's not big enough. It's just not big enough. It sits too low in the water. It's a bass boat. So it sits too low in the water to actually be out in the ocean. If it sat another foot and a half higher in the water, I'd go for it. But I don't want to be that guy that ends up on somebody else's viral video about, look at this dumbass that took a bass boat out in the freaking ocean and sank. Because all it's going to take is one good wave, and, the wave comes over the bow and I'm done. So this thing is not meant for the ocean current and the ocean waves. It does great on the lakes. Great stable boat on a lake, but I'll take it into the bay, but I won't take it out in the open ocean. There's no way. That would just be stupid. So it would be a dumb move. But, we'll see what happens. We got winter coming, so fall's right around the corner. And once fall hits, we're going to be down in the desert on the dirt bike. We're going to be down there in the Jeep. And we're going to be going to some really, really cool spots. So we'll we got some really cool stuff coming up on the channel for fall. Deer season starts not this Saturday, but the next. So, like what, 7, 8, 9, 10 days or whatever, deer season starts. And we'll be out in the deer woods doing some live videos from the deer woods. We'll be doing some long forms out there where I can't get cell service. And then once the desert calms down and it's not 100 and holy shit out there every day, we're going to be showing you guys some freaking beautiful spots out there. We're going to take the Jeep and we're going to go hit some just awesome spots. I'm trying to get the Starlink Mini so we can actually live stream from some of these places out there. But what we can't live stream, we'll do some longer form videos so that you guys can actually check out some places that most people don't know about. So, hey, Bassy Bait, welcome in. So we're gonna be checking out some really cool shit out there. There's geologically, there's just some fucking amazing shit out there. There's places down here in the desert where you can go find like old sand dollars, and there's an old petrified coral reef out here in the desert. We're gonna go check that out. There's supposedly a petrified forest out there I want to go check out. I've never found it, but I want to. There's all kinds of desert off-road trails. There's, let's see, there's a place called Fonts Point that we're going to go to, which is like a baby version of the Grand Canyon. All kinds of killer shit we're going to go check out. So we'll be doing both long form and live videos of a lot of it. So the ancient seabed out there is going to be bitching. I can't wait to see that. Hopefully I can get good enough service out there to live stream that, because we're going to go out and we're going to check that out. We're going to basically go out and be tourists in our own deserts here in San Diego. I want to be able to get, I want to be able to show you guys things that even native San Diegans don't know exist and have never seen. So I'm hoping that it all works out the way I want it to, but we should get some pretty cool shit going on this fall. I'm really excited about doing some videos on the dirt bike. I know that I probably won't be able to do a live on the dirt bike, just because, you know, even with the Starlink Mini, I don't think the Starlink Mini can keep up with the dirt bike. It might. It very well might. They say there's I forget what the plan's called, but it's like I forget what the name of the plan is, but there's a Starlink Mini plan for their data plan where you can put it in your car, you can put it in your motorhome or on your boat or whatever, and be driving along and still have Starlink service. So I'm hoping to get that set up so that if I can figure out a way to do it, I'd love to have the Starlink going on the dirt bike. I think that would be bad breaking ass. You know, be able to live stream a ride through the desert on the dirt bike. I think that would be freaking fun. So that could be so cool. I'm looking at like strapping it on a freaking I don't know if I want to strap it in like a backpack or how I'm going to be able to do it. But I got the GoPro and I can link the phone to the GoPro, and the GoPro's on my helmet. It's on the face mask of my helmet. So all the GoPro footage looks like, you know, you know, it looks like you're riding or whatever, looking through my eyes in the video. You see what I see. Where I turn my head, the camera turns. You know, it's basically the GoPro's like right in front of my chin. So if I go face first and go over the handlebars and go face first into the dirt, the GoPro's the first thing that's going to hit. But we'll figure out the Starlink thing and how it's going to work and if it's going to work. I know another YouTuber that does the Starlink Mini for a lot of his fishing. He's been able to go out on the boat to places where you don't get cell service and do streams. So it should be pretty badass. I'm really hoping that everything works out the way I want it to, because if it does, man, there's going to be just some killer shit coming up on this channel. So, deer season, desert season, fishing. We're going to be just exploring everything and anything we can. So, but guys, I'm going on like 16 and a half hours here of talking and live streaming and fishing, and I pulled into the house. I'm having a smoke before I go in the house. My feet are literally like I can feel my heart beating in my feet. I need to go in and take a shower and eat some food and just fall over dead. So I'm gonna call it on the live here. Done with my spliff here. I'm gonna go inside and crash. I probably won't be out fishing tomorrow. Tomorrow's gonna be a dead day for me. Because it's what time is it? Like 2 o'clock? Yeah, it's 10 minutes to 2. And I'm just getting home. I left the house butt ass early this morning. So I need to go in and take a shower, eat some food, and just pass out for a while. So if I'm not live tomorrow, I might just do some stuff around the house. I got some boat work I need to do, so I might go live while I'm working on the boat. Might as well, I need the watch hours. I'm so close. I really want to be able to do memberships on my channel, because I want to do like members only giveaways and members only stuff on my channel. So it just is a thank you to all the people that have helped support the channel and get me this far. So I'm gonna be doing some members only stuff, but I'll probably end up, if I do some work on the, oh shit, I'm too close to the boat, I can't get out. I'll probably do some shit on the boat tomorrow, just to, I got some work to do on it. So if I do, I'll go live and I'll live stream working on the boat. But other than that, that's about all I got planned for tomorrow. I'm not going to fish tomorrow. I'm too freaking tired. That was just too much the last couple days. So, 28 hours of fishing in 2 days is just brutal. So I'll go, I'll work on the boat tomorrow and get that ready to go back into the lake, so that we can get back out on the lake and try to catch that lake record bass. And then I'm trying to talk Mrs. SoCal into going back down to the beach this weekend and fishing the beach again. I'd really like to get her on a shark. I think that would be badass. So anyway, guys, it's damn near 2 o'clock in the morning. Appreciate y'all hanging out this long. I'm going to call it. I'm going to go inside. I'm going to eat some food. I'm going to take a shower, and I'm going to pass the hell out, and probably not see the crack of noon tomorrow. So I put way too much time in on the water today. I really shouldn't have stayed out that long, but it is what it is. Got to do what you got to do if you want to catch those freaking sea monsters. So I will see you guys later. Thank you guys for being here. Appreciate you guys hanging out this whole time with me just rambling on. And make sure you guys, if you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe. Check out some of the videos on the channel. And we'll see you guys next time. Peace.